Welcome to another episode of Horrible Decisions.
Boy, do a hat make y'all goddamn Texan, huh?
Welcome, y'all. It's your girl, Mandii V, a.k.a. Full Court Pumps, a.k.a. Dutch Beach.
Hi, everybody. My name is Weezy. We're back for another episode of Whoreible. We don't have a guest today, which means we're not fighting.
Which means it's going to be a great fucking episode. And y'all get to hear us finally talk about ourselves because for whatever reason, y'all motherfuckers want to act like we talk about ourselves too much when we got a motherfucking guest. So now we have the motherfucking floor. And damn, didn't I say we shouldn't have been cussing this much early on in the goddamn motherfucking shit? My bad. I also do want to address a comment.
Oh.
I know.
You gonna get somebody who you
No. It's not even that I'm gonna get it. But I just want to address it because it was also a comment that I ended up bringing up, bitch, in my therapy, pussy hoe.
And don't let these hoes think they be making you go to therapy.
No. Y'all hoes are not making me go to therapy at all.
She said I should have been in there anyway. So,
well, bitch, I've been in there like a good 4 years now. But I just wanted to read it because I wanted to kind of respond on why I don't agree, but also why you can suck my dick from the back.
Damn.
I know, ain't that crazy? Damn, I hope it's not in my other phone.
Girl, hurry up.
Okay, it might be in my other phone.
Damn, these niggas got to cut time.
Damn, ho, my bad. Anyways, this is the problem. I have two phones now, and so it's probably in my
Mandii
other
said,
phone.
I have two phones and I go to industry parties.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, it was a comment on the YouTube that
what episode was it?
I think it was our last solo one.
Okay.
And I think it was in reference to me talking about not feeling safe with certain men. But the comment referenced that I trauma dump on this podcast. And it was just so interesting to me because I don't like the word trauma dump, but I also know that you and I spoke heavily about as well, maybe in another episode.
Why don't you like it?
I just don't like that.
I know, emotional dumping. That's what I called it.
The emotional dumping, but the trauma dumping to me, I was just like, nigga, what? Like, A, this is my life. B, we're literally going through things in real time. And to me, there's no way for y'all to see the growth of you or myself without referencing like the things that have affected us or things and why we view things the way we do. And so I just didn't like that comment. And I wanted to tell you respectfully to suck my dick from the back, especially because I think that us sharing our traumas or the things that we go through within dating, our relationships, our friendships, I mean, hell, even you and me, I feel like it's not trauma dumping as much as it's like, hey, this is what's happening. This is how I'm handling it. This is what I'm going through. And, you know, so for anyone listening to this podcast who thinks that we may be trauma dumping or sharing too much, I do think we share too much sometimes.
Yeah.
I will say we probably do share too much. But I
see it.
You see?
And actually, it's interesting because there's two conflicting comments. So someone said, it wasn't actually a bad comment. Love that Mandii's working.
She said, take that shit to motherfucking therapy is what the fuck she said, bitch. But read it.
Love that Mandii's working through her trauma in therapy, but it's starting to feel like trauma dumping. And I think she needs to have a conversation with her therapist about the frequency in which she shares her trauma. That isn't a bad comment. She should have kept it to herself.
Yeah. Right. Like, bitch, you could have kept that to
21 likes is crazy. And
that, you pussy ass hoes, all of y'all. I got enough dick for all of y'all.
But you know what? That's a really interesting comment in conversation, not making it about you.
Yes.
The frequency in which you share. Like, that's interesting because frequency because obviously you have to be emotional. But to me, I recently had a friend that was sharing a lot of stuff she didn't like about a partner.
Okay.
It was so frequent that I felt like we were supposed to hate this nigga. And when we all went out together, she was like kind of confused why I was being standoffish. I'm like, every time I speak to you,
I wouldn't want to be around that nigga either.
And she's like, yeah, but it's just girlfriend shit. It's just venting. And I think you actually do have a barometer for how much you can do that before someone starts to even look at it like maybe they could even think Mandii is not happy or they could think Mandii hasn't healed through a
they
certain
can
situation.
think whatever the fuck they want.
Well,
I'll say though, to me, like, and I get how often you're sharing your trauma as one thing.
Mhm.
I think for this podcast, we do outlines. I specifically come in and know things that I want to share on this podcast. It's crazy because I also realize how private public I am. Like, I'm battling with actually how much I don't share and the things that I want to keep private and what I share on this pod.
About your personal life or about people you're dating? Or
Both. I think I'm really open about what I'm dealing with personally on this podcast and in therapy. And bitch, we're writing a book. So baby, y'all about to hear it. Or read it, not hear it. Well, I didn't hear it. We're doing audiobook. But to me, my partners and the things that I choose to share and how I choose to navigate and the way I specifically choose to leave certain things out or kind of exaggerate things just so people don't even start to try to guess. Like, I don't know, just battling that.
I don't want to say it like this because it's going to sound...
Do it.
Right.
I'm so happy right now that I'm just scared to talk about it.
But you be talking about it every episode.
Oh.
No.
Oh, not to the extent that you could be.
Like, whether how in love I am, how safe I'm feeling. I'll tell fun stories or little... Even, for example, I shared something on Patreon about a conversation at a wedding we had.
Right.
And even I was like, I'm telling this story just because I think other couples may be having conversations or it's an interesting thing to bring up. But I'm only doing it for the sake of bringing this conversation to the show. I'm so happy. And I think when you share certain things, people can literally, they have this view on this is what I know about this person.
Yep.
But I really strongly believe in evil eye. I'm so scared. Then there's this other thing that's kind of ridiculous, but I thought to myself, what if there's someone that knows maybe from his past that still got feelings or that knows that he's dating me and now this is where they collect the info. I just anything, just someone watching. And it's probably because I have a close friend of mine who's a witch and that whole be getting me scared, bro. She really, really does though about power of the tongue. And we've talked about this too in manifestation, but it's weird because the happiness that I want to share, I'm scared to talk about it out loud in fear that it'll go away. Even in writing about it in a book. I was sitting at a party. It was Lenny S. And I shared with him the love chapter. And I shared it just a part of it because he was like, how's the book coming? And him and I don't even talk that much, but I did share it. And he literally said in front of my man and other people, not that it was a problem, but it's an honest question. What if you guys break up? You just wrote this amazing thing.
Oh, yeah. No. We've been working on this book for over a year. I was with my ex when we thought about our chapters. I've had to re-envision those chapters because I'm no longer with him. I'm actually elated that we did not write this book and complete it while I was with him.
Yeah. I mean, I remember you and I were having a lot of tension in the beginning because I was like, bro, what? And now you definitely have a different... You're in a headspace, but
and that was
should we share?
Share what?
I remember the exact phone call where I was like, what the fuck is wrong with Mandii right now? We were talking, Charlemagne maybe jumped on the call, and you're like, I don't need to write a book about sex. I don't need to include sex. I don't need to talk about this.
No.
I have
Sex
a lot
to be included. The problem is you want it to be erotica, and I was going through a phase in therapy with shame from my 20s.
Right.
And you were like, shame? We are horrible decisions, and we can't be shameful of our past. You don't have that.
Well, no. It's not that. That's not true.
Oh, okay.
I've definitely worked through my own things in therapy. I just maybe haven't shared it. But no, I think the disconnect was what you're experiencing in therapy. One, I don't know. So when you're saying things you're ashamed of, in my head, I'm like, Mandii, we're writing a book about celebrating these things. We are who we are. How are suddenly you hate?
Oh, no. I literally told Weezy, on the call, mind you, with Charlemagne, with the publisher, and maybe Karen was on it?
Maybe.
And I literally am like, Weezy, I am not celebrating or telling any young girl to have sex for their rent. I can't believe I was having sex for some little ass $500. I literally am like, I am not celebrating fucking for rent or to pay bills.
But I'm going to be real though. I actually don't think you're wrong in that. But I also think it's wrong to think someone that does fuck for some rent money is.
So I'm not saying that they're wrong to
I
do
know
it.
you weren't,
I
but
just wouldn't
that
celebrate them.
attitude was how it started to come off in my brain. Because whereas your sugar,
It's a miscommunication.
no, I think it was also your therapy. You was deep in it, bitch.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still deep in it. Like,
No.
One of
Through
the
breakup and that,
and
your man at the
and
time
he threw it in
also
my
threw
face.
it. Right,
He threw that shit in
to
my
me,
face.
there's another layer of when you throw it in my face.
Oh wait, you said, "Damn, Eddie, you don't know what that nigga said?"
No.
Oh, I might have only even shared it on Patreon. So the very last thing that
If
this
you
nigga
want to
said,
share it, by the
that's fine. I might have shared it on Patreon.
That bitch in the comments gonna be like I said,
Mind you, I want to put into perspective. I met him in 2020. So by the time I had met him, bitch, I was well into six figures. I had already quit my job.
Say that.
I was living on my own, no roommates. Like, he met me at a great point in my life where he didn't know about what I was doing. Did I share and open up about my past with my partner? Yes. So the very last thing that let me know I would never suck this nigga's dick again was literally, we were arguing. And when I went to break up with him, because I said, I'm not doing this emotional roller coaster with your ass no more, that nigga said, oh, that's fine. You must want to go fuck for money because that's what you like to do, right?
Okay. I mean,
what?
He's so weak for that shit.
What? He said, you just want to go fuck for money because that's what you like to do.
I also want to say, and why I think this is a very weak thing to do. When in
I'm going through that shit in therapy.
Right.
That's when he throws it in my face.
When in a disagreement, people know when you're vulnerable.
Yep.
The things that are so hurtful to you, or like whatever would make you feel away. As much as you talk on this podcast about how you love that you can walk in a certain space or whatever, he knew exactly what to say.
Yeah.
And honestly, Mandii, a random person saying it doesn't matter. It's
no.
the intent that you know you want to hurt me.
Right.
Anyone in my life that has said certain things to me to stick, it's worse because a random person doesn't really feel like anything. But you knowing that you were my safe space then and now you do this, bro.
But not only that, I listen to people with words. So like, where I don't know how y'all do y'all relationships.
I listen to people with words.
Like, I listen to shut the fuck up.
Talk more words to us.
Damn, that did sound real cave-like, right? Like, shut the fuck up. No, like, to me,
I know you was in your back. I want you to listen with ears.
I don't. Shut the fuck up. To me, I don't get into arguments with my friends or my partners where we go below the belt and then get over it. So, like, I'm not arguing and saying shit that I can't take back. And a nigga, as soon as you say something and that shit I don't fucking fly with it, deuces, I'm good on you. So that was even the first time he had dug so deep. I mean, clearly the emails to follow after we no longer spoke, and he wrote me those emails that I was.
Oh, please, that nigga wishing you well now?
No, nigga. No. Them emails dug even deeper, like to where he brought up like my mom, my dad, my friends, and was like, it was really hurtful. It was really hurtful. And so
what he brought up, what about your friends? What do you mean?
He just brought up like, he said, oh, I love myself, and just talking about like how I'm a liar because I hang around people that I'm not even friends with and I'm not cool. He talked about how I be sitting up on, at the time, both my pods and I'm like, nigga,
I get paid.
And you let me know how them niggas in the firehouse ain't really fuck with you. So what is you talking about?
Is this the first time he crossed that line though?
When it was the first and last.
Oh.
Like, he had lied to me. He had betrayed my trust, absolutely. But this was the first time he had attacked me on a personal level.
Okay.
And the last. Like, yeah. I never went back. I never had another conversation with him.
But also, here's the thing too. When it comes to friendships and what we choose to do, like, that's the other thing I don't like. First of all, I pillow talk.
Here we go. You wanted to say that motherfucking word.
Pillow talk?
The same way you wanted to just talk about words and ears and listening. I like to pillow talk. Pillow talk.
And I like to pillow talk.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a normal relationship shit.
Yeah.
So if my homegirl calls me and says some shit, and I'm just like, ugh, whatever, right? It's so strange to me that men then throw it. You don't even like her. Like, bro, we all do this. Where else do you, like, stop it. I think that shit is so corny, but, bro, Sonny, this is the reason, like, when I talk about being happy, I feel like, okay, stuff I'm learning. Let me say that. I don't want to say, oh, I'm happy and this happened to you, but stuff I'm learning. I hit below the belt with Old Bay way more than he did with me, but I did it because I was so angry when he cheated that I was like, oh, what do I do to you back? In this current relationship, I have been having constant conversation with him about how we're having really good and safe disagreements.
Mhm.
The only thing that's tough, I like to walk away from an argument and come back later. Because I'd be like, oh, let's table our emotions. He's like, no, like, we're not kids. We finished this out. Like, we have this conversation and then we table it. We're not about to have a 12-hour break so you can cool off. We're adults. Like, let's talk through this. And at first I hated
do believe there's a time and place. Like,
Bruh,
there's a moment to have the conversation.
It's actually worked a little better.
Okay.
Because maybe in a way where I'll walk away quicker. If I know I'm angry, I'll be like, no. And so it's really dealing with me being a hotter head than him.
Okay.
And so he's like, yo, you have to learn how to fucking manage that and like have an open mind when you're talking and not get so fucking riled up. And I'm learning a lot about communication when you're disagreeing that I haven't romantically before. And I'm enjoying that process. Like, there's a lot of respect that I'm giving that I haven't before. I also have a lot of niggas ain't shit PTSD and trauma that like, I'll act like you did something that you never done. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, no, that's crazy.
And it's hard.
Yeah, you a little Looney Tune.
When I say act like you did something you never done, it could be something like, I don't know, I'm feeling really tired, I'm gonna go to bed. Why? Because you about to fuck another bitch? Type shit.
Oh, damn,
now,
you got real PTSD.
That's not like a verbatim thing, but it's just
that's where your mind goes.
And it's an insecurity that I have, right? And it's not something he's doing to me. The nigga can't sleep, right? Like, I'm doing this weird thing where I'm getting ready to be hurt. And I had to truly let go and also understand that like I can be loved on and it can be healthy and I can be supported and it can be okay. Like it's the things that I think I deserve that I've had to learn.
Yeah.
That I like, for some reason, I just expected every man to treat me bad.
Damn.
Like to get ready for it. My man's cool, but it's, if this happens, like I would like safeguard it. And I think there's so many people listening that know that feeling where you can find yourself falling in love, but like, oh, I won't get too deep because I already know this might not go right.
That's a defense mechanism and that's self-preserving your heart and your feelings. And I mean, no one wants to be hurt again. Like I know after that breakup, again, y'all know first relationship, first breakup, that shit had me fucked up. Like, I don't know if I want to go through that again. Which is why right now, I'm loving on my hoes. My hoes are all really good. And although I don't want any of them to be my boyfriend, I really like how they're showing up for me in all of their individual ways. But I've also gotten to a point where this is the first time I know what to ask for. And I know what to demand. And if I'm not getting it, I'm also so comfortable with walking away and not accepting whatever bullshit a man has to offer me.
Yeah.
Like, you either gonna do this or I'm good. There's a whole bunch of more niggas in the sea. Plenty of fish.
I'm really glad I had my last 2 hoe-ass Euro summers. And by hoe, I wasn't even wildin'. I just mean that fucking freedom.
Yeah.
And not to say there's no freedom now. I'm literally going with my homeboys to Cannes, right? And Fashion Week. And my man is working, so he can't. But there's a real thing in my head of like, oh, I was completely obsolete and free of having someone in my life. So I was able to open up to experiences and things. And that by hoeing was honestly healing. I know that it might sound crazy to some. Like,
yeah, I couldn't hold a heel.
I don't believe you can fuck your way through healing. But when I say that, I mean booking a trip, having fun, getting fucking dressed up, flirting, experiencing a new city. That healing process is the independence I was having. Yeah. Feeling good without you. Like, that's what I mean by hoeing can be healing sometimes. It's not like you can fuck through a bunch of people to feel good. But me getting out there and putting myself out really did heal me. Like, I had wanted to have a relationship that promised me more of a family. And I kind of felt like I had to sit home and couldn't be too wild because of what I was looking for. I didn't want to put something out that I'm not looking for. But what ended up happening to me was I just lived my own life.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of women, I think, feel like that. You are being the woman that you thought or think your future partner wants instead of just doing whatever the fuck you want. Like, really, I used to think I should get a pat on my back for sitting at home, or a nigga I'm talking to, I'm like, yeah, I'm at home, I'm reading a book, da-da-da. And it was true. But it's like, I feel like I'm better because I'm doing that. What the fuck am I
And you
thinking?
ain't, because he gonna go get a bitch out the club.
Hello.
And gonna fuck her right then and there.
But it's not like I thought that's what I was supposed to do to get what I was asking for. It's not like I was trying to impress this man. It's what I thought I had to do to receive the life I want. But it's not. Because if you really don't live for yourself, if you don't jump on that plane, if you home on a weekend, your homegirl saying going out, you really have nothing to do and you're single and you have nothing the next day, bitch, go have fun.
Bitch, go outside, please.
Have you seen the video of the white girls talking about the devil?
What? Where are we going?
And going out.
A white girl's talking about the devil.
Gila's 30th birthday.
What,
one of my friends,
what they said about the devil?
I'm going to show you this video. So one of my friends was about to cancel on my birthday. She wasn't feeling good. And they sent this one through. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. It was these white girls basically saying that when you want to go out and you get the inclination that you shouldn't, it is the devil keeping you inside.
I'm not playing with you.
It is.
I'm not playing
with you.
And
he is stopping you from the blessings you're about to receive.
What?
Bitch.
What?
I'm sorry. I believe. Here it is.
Said yes to something. Listen to me so carefully. If you've already said yes to something and then leading up to it, you do not want to go, you're getting sick, you're just tired, you don't want to go, all these, what if I just skipped? That is because God has something so big for you there and the devil wants to steal it.
Whoa. If you say yes,
get the bikes away from white girls at this point.
The whoa is crazy.
The whoa is crazy.
Whoa. Like last minute where you're like, I want to just stay in my pajamas. I don't want to go. Sounds like work. I don't know. I'm scared. And then you say no. Bro, that is an attack from the enemy because he knows that could be fruitful.
Man, get the fuck out of here. Shut that shit. No, bitch, fuck that. I ain't gonna hold you. You know why I don't like that?
Why?
Because, baby, I'm gonna commit, and if a bitch don't want to go, a bitch ain't gonna go.
That is the devil keeping you from new dick.
No, it ain't. It's me deciding I want to stay inside and watch The Real Housewives instead of go outside and be with y'all at.
That is an attack from the enemy.
Get the fuck out of here.
It is the summer. I might have a man, but bitch, the wind is still blowing. I'll be at the layout, and that nigga brought that shit up. I said, what you mean you're going to lay out?
Bitch, I ain't gonna hold you. We are coming back early from so I could do the layout. And then after the layout, my ass is going to the Chris Brown concert. And then after the Chris Brown concert, I'm going to bed and hopping on a motherfucking flight to the south of France to be a Oh,
bitch. I can't wait.
Where?
You already know I'm a Parisian French hoe. When I told my mother where I was going, she said, Gila, I almost didn't marry your father because I was bouncing around the south of France. And I'm telling you, I need to experience that. I be in Paris on the gutter shit at the little hood club.
Oh, I ain't gonna hold you. And I'm real happy too. Cause I be scared. I feel like crackers don't really like me. But it's gonna be a whole bunch of Americans. And there's this thing called Sport Beach. And so the athletes gonna be out there. Girl, I don't know. I already looked up the little roster.
I'm a piano
baby,
shit.
I was like, listen, I'm gonna be in the south of France talking to a nigga from Jacksonville. Like, baby, I'm finna stay true to who the fuck I am, all right? Anyway, let's get into our vanilla shit. The vanilla shit comes from the New York Post, and it says that Cadence OTC sweeps Plan B and Ella with a $20 morning after pill. Now, y'all know Weezy love to come on here talk about her coupons and shit, but basically, where y'all, it's been about $49.99 for the last couple decades to get that Plan B, there is now a morning after pill that can be shipped to your door within 24 hours for just $19.95.
Nah, that's too much time.
Roughly 60% off of the cost of the popular Plan B one-step brand. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to be clearly shipped to the red states, but it says that former President Donald Trump made headlines as he clarified that his GOP White House campaign was also looking at contraception restrictions, and he expected some states that are going to have very different policies than other. Oklahoma has recently advanced a bill that some reproductive rights advocates fear could ban emergency contraceptions and IUDs altogether. Now, one of the other things that I thought was interesting that I ended up looking up in regards to birth control, when Weezy and I first started this podcast, I want to say within the first year, we talked about male birth control being a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they done tried all these different motherfucking types of research, all these different types of, there's a gel that a guy could put on his shoulder for 12 hours. There's oral pills. There's all these things.
The gel is crazy.
Now, I want to tell y'all why the fuck some of these studies did not go through. So, the specimens in which they were testing these birth control pills on reported side effects that made them stop it. Do y'all want to hear what the side effects were?
Limp dick.
Acne and mood swings. Bitch, the shit that we deal with is why the fuck men were like, yeah, I don't really want to take it. A nigga started getting acne. I couldn't control my emotions. And so they was like, listen, I'm going to put the burden on the woman, bitch.
You know why that shit got me tight?
Me do this shit.
Bro, I just started a birth control. Now I'm fine. I'm on Yasmin low estro, whatever. Maybe it's just my box because I got it in Mexico. But anyway, basically, the first 5 days, Mandii, I literally was like, trigger warning, am I going to kill myself?
So guess what? One of the men in this literally developed severe depression, and another tried to commit suicide.
Oh no, like I'm
That's
not.
Literally a part of
I
the
heard
study.
Sophia Franklin talk about suicide being a symptom of Plan B, and she cried on the episode. And I think she talked about how she almost didn't put it out. Not joking. Was on the beach having a beautiful time, getting fucked, happy. I literally looked in
to
the
left.
mirror and was like thinking of ways to do it, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with my brain?" And I realized it was the birth control. I didn't want to tell my man because he already don't want me on it, but I need to do something about the heavy bleeding and fibroids and shit. So, not saying birth control shrinks fibroids, but my fibroids are growing and getting more exacerbated, I guess, and inflamed, and my body because of the heavy bleeding. So, that was the first symptom, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm just tripping. Go to sleep, wake up. I don't know what I said to him when I woke up, this flush of tears or whatever was going on. And he just was like, yeah, maybe we should just use condoms because you are, he didn't say I was acting crazy, but he looked at me like, bitch, you crazy.
That's what he said.
And
he said it without saying it.
I felt so frustrated because I was like, yo, there's nothing we can do.
No.
There's nothing we can do.
And these niggas don't want to take the little acne pimples. Y'all niggas could cover that shit with a beard. Get your acne and grow a beard. And take this motherfucking pill. Because I'm not doing it. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't getting on that shit.
Bruh,
I don't want to do it.
It was so fucking rough. I just got to a place where I don't look at knives and think of stabbing someone or myself.
God.
That's how crazy birth control made me feel. Maybe it's just in my body and I'm better, but whoa, bro.
So you just actually added to the hors d'oeuvre. You actually just added an additional good reason to just suck a dick. So our hors d'oeuvre for this week, y'all, comes from a slide on the B Condoms page, which is a Black-owned condom brand if you haven't checked them out. And
they
I
are
wanted
in
to
CVS's now, by the way.
Are they?
Yep.
Good for them.
They're in CVS's now. It's super dope because I literally was like, what? I think they're almost in all of them, or maybe it's over 100.
That's amazing. Well, Weezy gave reason number 1 why it's good to suck a dick. Because you can't get pregnant. So then you don't need birth control if all you're doing is sucking dick.
Exactly.
However, here goes some other good reasons to suck a dick. You ready?
Ready.
It nourishes the teeth, gum, and hair. Did you know that? Sucking a dick improves blood flow to the teeth, gum, and hair. This can make your hair more shiny. Bitch, you ain't got to use shampoo now. Just suck a dick.
Well.
And your teeth and gums are more healthy. It's also a great exercise for your jaw and neck.
I can see that.
Okay. You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Now, this is where maybe it doesn't work for white people.
But
apparently sucking dick also slows down aging.
Oh, the jaw?
It says sucking a dick exercises and tightens your facial muscles. These muscles are beneficial in slimming fatty tissue. Bitch, maybe I don't suck a dick either.
You might not.
Bitch, the way this neck looking.
Put it in your mouth, Amanda.
This in turn reduces the appearance of wrinkles. Bitch, I ain't got those. But these crackers might not be. They said Becky's be sucking dick, but maybe not enough. Number 3. Now this one, I know. It can make your lips fuller. Sucking a dick draws blood into the cheeks, lips, and gums, thus making the lips appear more fuller and well moisturized. I want to give one more because this one leads into our horrible decision.
I don't think sucking a dick can give you a lip bump, but okay.
You don't?
No.
No?
No.
At all?
That sounds like a lie.
Okay, well, actually, I'm going to give 2 more because this has to do with health, which is going to lead us into our horrible decision, which is going to let me share with y'all how I almost died last week. So this one is sucking dick. They say, can decrease the risk of breast cancer. Now, a study at North Carolina State University found that women who perform oral and swallow semen 1 or 2 times a week may reduce their risk of breast cancer by up to 40%.
Let me tell you something.
What, bitch?
Protein is also something you can get with food. And what I would like to say is whatever man wrote this article is a fucking sick fuck.
You think so?
Suck my dick so you can get your full lips. Suck my dick so you won't get cancer.
Suck my dick to save from aging.
Wait, was it a man who wrote the article?
I don't know.
Probably.
You think so?
100%.
Or maybe a woman who really liked to suck dick.
I just feel like
this is definitely a man wrote this.
So this shit can't be real.
Definitely.
You telling me people could have been saving, but we wouldn't have had to been running on these goddamn 10Ks if we was just sucking cock? Nah, bro.
No, people ain't losing weight running marathons.
Mandii.
Girl.
They're not. There's a lot of people of all sizes. There's niggas with some limbs.
Mandii.
What?
The
What'd I
breast
do?
cancer runs is when I'm...
Oh, I missed it. I thought you was talking about... Bitch, my bad. We talking about muscles, exercises, wrinkles. I thought we were talking... You talk about lips. I thought we were talking about the outer appearance of... Okay, well, let's get into the inner appearance.
Yeah, let's do it, buddy.
Okay, wait, one more.
Listen with your words.
One more. Oh, shut the fuck up. Eden, you're mic'd up. Can you stop laughing? They can hear you laugh. I don't really like all the laughing going on.
Hey, I tell you what. Not only is she a talent, accountant, and a real one. Maybe did used to do our taxes.
Listen.
And I just want to say this person listened with her numbers.
Shut the fuck up. The last one, y'all. Sucking dick rejuvenates your internal organs. During a blowjob, you tend to breathe through your nose rather than your mouth. This deep breathing through the nose brings more oxygen to your internal organs. This helps to detoxify them and keep them healthy.
That was a weird one.
Now,
because you can just breathe.
Well, no, breathing through your nose. This bitch was doing breathing. What was the name of it?
What was you doing?
I was gonna say woosah, but what was the little thing that you was talking
Kundalini yoga?
Kundalini.
Nah, she can't say that.
Houdini yoga, bitch.
Wait, and Mandi's not drinking right now.
And I ain't drank all week. You know why? Because my horrible decision. Let's get into it. Now, y'all, before we get into doing this, I am not sure how this came about. It came about, however, I would assume one of 3 ways. I did have really good, nasty sex where he did go from my ass to my pussy. And I was so drunk, I don't know if it was wiped in between or not. So that's part 1.
No, that was
so
it.
This could have absolutely came from really nasty, raunchy sex. I also went to the beach and stayed in my bathing suit.
Nope.
Wait, no, don't just say it.
It was definitely number 1.
Also, I did just I started feeling it, and I was telling Wolf, in Dallas is when I first started kind of feeling weird. And apparently, high stress and heat and dehydration can also lead to it. You say, what is it? So it is a UTI.
Yeah, it was one. And I think we can all in the room agree.
Yes.
Heat, stress, beach, bitch. It was ass to pussy.
It probably was the ass to pussy. But I want to say...
You didn't suck it to clean it off? That shit don't work, but...
Bitch, so here's the thing. I was on it. I was drunk and on shrooms. So there was quite a bit of parts where I don't remember how we got from point A to point B.
By the way, the ass to pussy shit, my homegirl's been getting UTIs a lot lately. Can't figure out why. She's been having gastro issues, right? Turns out, when you have diarrhea, there's an increased risk of UTI just because everything is kind of everywhere when you're wiping. And it's probably the same.
Well, not only that, ladies, tight jeans, wiping wrong, eating certain foods. There are a lot of things that can cause UTIs. And this is why I wanted to share this story here today. So basically, I misdiagnosed myself, I would say, for about a week. So when we were in Dallas, I was like, dang, I had to keep using the bathroom. But I felt like, because I was drinking a lot of water, because we was outside, and I was drinking liquor. So I was like, but I had to use the bathroom in an amount of times
Ugh,
that I can.
We all been
Mind
there.
you, the UTI symptom that I normally get is I have to use the bath. I feel like I have to use the bathroom
And nothing comes out.
Nothing comes out. So I'm like,
That's the worst.
maybe this ain't a UTI because I'm actually pissing.
Excuse me.
So I go to the CVS, I get Azo, I take the Azo, and I'm like, okay, don't think anything of it. I get back to New York and my side is hurting. Bitch, I think I just sat on the plane wrong. That's how much, bitch, I'm in the living room doing my little yoga poses.
Wait, you had no more UTI symptoms?
My piss was a little strong, but I was like, well, bitch, maybe I ain't drinking enough water.
Strong like scent or yellow?
Strong scent. Strong scent. So I was like, okay. Mind you, I stopped taking the Azo because I was like, I'm peeing normal. Maybe, maybe I'm just not drinking enough water. Then my side's hurting and I'm just like, maybe I sat on the plane wrong. All I know is, y'all, let's fast forward. Friday night. So this is about a week after I started feeling the symptoms. I was with my homegirl earlier. Oh, this is the third misdiagnosis. I'm with my homegirl on her rooftop and we drinking and I just get cold out of nowhere. Bitch, I thought because the sun went behind a cloud. I literally just start getting really cold. I'm like, bitch, you ain't cold? Bitch, it's June in New York. It's a little nippy. It's a little nip. I go and put on my jacket. She give me a Tylenol. Boom. Chill, stop. Go home, go to sleep. Y'all, no fucking lie. I wake up, it's like 1:30 in the morning. I'm freezing. Like, freezing. So I'm like, damn. Go to put the heater on. I get in a robe and I get underneath my comforter set. Baby, I'm freezing for about 30 minutes. Like teeth chattering, like camel, like freezing. To where a bitch almost thought she was gonna chip a motherfucking veneer. Like, my teeth would not stop. Like, all I know is 2:00 in the morning, I call Mama Tammy, and I just call her, and I'm under, and I'm freezing. My whole body at this point, I feel my muscles
Did you think you were
spasming.
having a
Bitch, I thought I was dying. I thought I was about to meet my motherfucking maker, bitch. I call my mom, and the first thing I'm like, Mommy, I'm so cold. I said, and I just said, something's wrong. And all I could say is, something is wrong. Bitch, I start crying. And then now I realize, once you realize something is wrong with you, bitch, now everything in I thought I was gonna die. I went from just telling my mom something's wrong to immediately, my side hurt even worse. I'm acknowledging like what's happening with my body. And I literally cannot move out my bed. I'm so cold. My hands are shaking. My fucking thing is trembling. I get up because my mom is like, call the ambulance. Now, I know I'm about to die.
But how much is it?
But bitch, I said, I ain't paying that motherfucking ambulance bill. I said,
Nigga.
hey, here go my mama.
Hold on.
Here go my mama clearly lying too, because she was like, girl, it's only like $500. Bitch, I said this shit on live. They was like, no, bitch, it's like $2,000,
$500
$3,000.
with insurance.
Yeah, bitch, exactly. And bitch, no, I don't have that.
Bro, my mom wasn't feeling good recently in LA. And I was like, how bad is it?
Literally. No.
Can Stephanie come get you? Or do you need now?
Oh, I ain't gonna hold you. I told my mama, I said, baby, it's given Uber. I said, an Uber gonna get here before an ambulance get here. So I was like, I ain't even calling no ambulance. I'm just gonna get up, get dressed. So I put some shit on and I said, Mom, the Uber downstairs in 2 minutes. I'm finna get in the Uber. This is how you know I felt like I was gonna die. She said, stay on the phone with me. Bitch, it was giving that moment in the movie.
It's comfort.
No. Fuck comfort, bitch. You know, like, I ain't gonna hold you. You know, like, when you get shot, and I ain't never been shot, but you know when you watch a movie, and they be like, stay with me. Just think of some happy moments. I felt like my mama was doing that, because I was like, Mom, I can't. I'm shaking. I'm shivering.
In an Uber?
And now I feel like, oh, and we gonna talk about the motherfucking Uber driver. So man. I get in the Uber, and I'm in my thing. Mind you, tears coming down my eyes. Clearly it say Mount Sinai Hospital, nigga. You my ambulance. I need you to work like an ambulance. That nigga was stopping at the yellow light.
Oh, hell
It was only 11 minutes away. That shit took, my mama kept saying, you ain't there yet? I said, he keeps stopping and I don't know why. And now I'm just like talking.
He wasn't saying nothing?
Bruh, the little motherfucker was, maybe he wanted 5 stars, so he was driving safe. Nigga, it's 2:00 in the morning. Ain't nobody on the road. Go through them goddamn yellow lights. Like, you're literally taking me to the hospital. So my mom is talking me through, like, everything that's happening to me. And I'm just like, she was like, does it hurt? Mind you, shout out to my mama. She on Google. She like, it's probably your appendix. It could be your kidney. Is anything else hurting? Your back hurt? My mom, you know, she a nurse, so she kind of loved this shit. She was like,
I mean,
she was like,
I'm saying
I
love
feel
you
like,
getting sick.
no. She didn't love me being,
But she loves figuring it out.
she loves figuring it out. So anyways, I get to the hospital. They take all of my vitals in the front. And a part of me, this is where I was like a little mad, but then I was a little happy. All of my vitals, so my blood pressure, my heartbeat, and I didn't have a fever. So those came back normal, which I ain't really like, because then I felt like they took their time
How
with
long
me.
they made you wait?
I'm not gonna lie, they probably made me wait a total of like maybe 30, 40 minutes. And then they put
That's
me
not
on
that long.
Then they put me on a bed. Put me on a little stretcher. Bitch, I literally felt like I was in like fucking House. Like, you know,
I didn't watch it. but I
you
know what
never
you're
watched
talking
that? Bitch, I was like, oh my God, I'm on a little bed, and they pushing me through. And then they gave me the little, not really a room. They turned a hallway into all these little rooms with these little curtains.
about. Triage,
So
right?
they put me
no,
there.
That's not triage.
So they put me there.
That's where you go to.
They go immediately to give me fluids. They go to give me pain medicine.
What made you stop shaking the fluids?
I was shaking the whole time. I would say then maybe the fluids and the pain medicine kind of stopped it for a little bit. And then I was like, okay, I'm no longer shaking. Great. So then they make me piss in a cup, they draw my blood, and they gave me a CAT scan. Y'all, all of these symptoms, the UTI ended up becoming a kidney infection. So my kidney is what caused me to literally feel like I jumped off the Titanic and told Jack I'll never let go. Bitch, that is how cold I am. I swear to God, for life, I've never been this cold in my life. I've never felt this. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Like, it was the worst feeling ever. I don't even know what this goddamn medical bill is about to be. But basically, they put me on, and this is why I wanted to share, because I know we've been giving a lot of like just tips and things. So I ended up buying piss test strips, which you guys can get. Oh, bitch, I'm about to be testing my piss every week.
Stop saying piss.
Wait, why I can't say piss? I'm about to piss on that
Piss
motherfucker.
test strips.
The piss test strips. They really for your pH, but it can let you know if there's any bacteria.
Yeah,
or,
I've used them.
Or so, bitch, I bought them and I'm about to keep them in my mother. I'm about to travel with them hoes. Also, they gave me ciprofloxacin. Ciprofloxacin. Someone told me how to fucking pronounce it, but it's ciprofloxacin. That's what it spelled like. And this is something you could get in Mexico, ladies, but a cheap. So when you go, get you some Cipro, which is an antibiotic. And if you take an antibiotic, make sure you get diflucan, which is fluconazole. That is a prebiotic which you want to take. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a yeast infection. My pussy been out of commission for the last week. No liquor, no coffee, no spicy foods.
What are you doing, man?
Bitch, reading, writing, fucking watching TV, catching up on tunes. I don't fucking know. I'm like, holy shit, I can't do anything. I will say, though, the fucking feeling, like, and again, I think everyone listening, men and women both, done had a UTI. For it to reach my kidney, like, I ain't even like know they was that important. I was like, bitch, the kidney is like, you can't, y'all know you can't live without one?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, well, I think you could live without one, but not what they important as fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't know that because nothing ever happened to my kidney.
Well, now it did.
Nigga, now it did. And then my mama scared me. Then my mama was like, bitch, now that it got a little bit infected,
Your
you
mother
gotta
was a nurse, you say, and you didn't know the kidneys?
First off, I didn't talk to my mom
important.
about nothing about the hospital because I don't like blood. So
I can't believe you were able to
even when she wanted me to like, which is crazy, maybe because I get a tattoo, bitch, I took that needle like a motherfucking
For me,
G.
actually, if anybody using this opportunity for help. So I'm so embarrassed to even say this, but I'll tell a recent hospital story. So I was recently hospitalized, and I talk about it a little bit in the book, but for me, for Whoreible, it's just a little too much. Actually,
not something being too much for Whoreible.
Like it's something for, and I guess that may sound ridiculous because you're like, well, you're putting it in a book, but
bitch, I'm gonna tell the editor to ask you to describe more in that chapter. I think it needs more details.
Ew, man.
Not more details in a bad way, but I think you mention it and then gloss over it.
I know, probably because it was too scary to write. But anyway, get to the hospital and basically they're trying to put an IV in me. This is a true story. I know this sounds crazy to people, but okay. When I was a kid, my mom's had heart problems my whole life. Pacemaker, different shit, whatever. Stroke. She wanted to leave the hospital once. They wouldn't let her. She was getting angry. She was getting delirious, so she pulled out the IV and it squirted out like a fountain. I guess that's what happens when you do it in the middle of your vein.
but you got to clamp the blood from.
Anyway, it got on my face.
Y'all don't do good with blood, huh?
Got on my face.
She
I was
does.
young,
She fucks through
and it really fucking terrified me. So when I have HIV tests and I've been able to do prick or urine culture, doing a complete blood checkup is like, they've got to harness me to. It's bad.
Oh man,
bro, I'm in the hospital and they're trying to get an IV in me, and she's like telling me to make a fist, do all this stuff. Passed out twice.
Bro, you so dramatic.
I'm not even joking. And I feel embarrassed to even admit it out loud because it's like, get over it.
About that.
But it was so bad, Mandii. I remember talking to Liz Goldwyn. I'm like, Liz, I don't know what to do. She's like, you have to start thinking of your health, whatever. Like, she was like trying to tell me maybe hypnotherapy. You've got to do something, right? They were like, we can't do this for you, we can't help you. And I'm like, I'll leave.
So you know how I actually think about it? Now this is gonna be crazy. But because you a horny little hoe, I feel like this will help, right? So you know how for me, and I told you sex psychology wise, I be like comparing like.
Don't you faint here, bro?
No, look, how I like to take big dick and strong and hard, and I be like, ooh, I know other bitches can't take dick like this.
I'm thinking about it. Stop talking.
I know that when people have to get their blood drawn, they be real squeamish and shit. So to me, I think I'm gonna take this shit like a G. I'm gonna take this shit like I know other motherfuckers ain't.
I can't.
Literally she's shaking.
No, I'm telling you, you got to think about them drawing blood as if you taking a big old dick that you know other bitches can't take, because most people can't take drawing their blood.
This is.
So I'm telling you,
this is probably
I know what's happening to me.
No.
So
think of it like
Alex's fiance has a fear of whales.
Wait,
what?
The fuck
How did you get that?
Because the reaction I just had. Just hear me.
Whoa.
I didn't know that just talking about it was going to make me do that.
Oh, absolutely.
So they walked into a hotel room and he took this video of her and they were laughing because there was a whale in it. She was on the floor like, no, please, no. I'm laughing at it, right? Poor Clara. Nigga, when you just started talking about that blood, I had to start thinking about the beach and other shit because I didn't even hear what you said.
And you want to know what's crazy? I'm sitting in the bed with a whole kidney infection. Do you know that that's the one thing that made me happy? For 2 hours straight, I was looking up animal videos. So it's whale or shark season. And so it was so wonderful.
You need like a nothing video to watch.
Bro, it was like lions and hyenas, and it was the whole animal kingdom.
You were loopy, buddy.
Oh, maybe I was, because I was on drugs. They were the best videos ever.
Oh my God, so blood play would be a nightmare for you.
No, she be fucking during a period. That's why I don't understand.
Blood doesn't scare me.
That's so different, though.
So blood doesn't scare me. What scares me is
the rate?
Intravenous needle.
Even though you have all this tattoo.
Injections don't scare me like a B12. Even that's scratching the surface.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's the tying of the blue thing. It's the closing of the fist. It's the needle going into a vein. It's the drawing it out.
Wow.
It's really just when I see this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
If you smell the alcohol swab, I bet you that fucks you up. Yeah.
And then it's funny you say that because it just.
Sorry,
bro, it was so bad, Mandii. I had to sign a fucking waiver that I was refusing medical treatment.
Wow.
I was so embarrassed that me, as someone that's talking about taking advocacy for your health, I was like, bro. So the next day I had to do an HIV dinner and then go to Atlanta, right? The risky dinners that I've been talking about.
Trust them.
I'm literally telling Koya, I'm like, bro, I cannot believe I couldn't get past this one point. And I'm sitting there knowing I'm going to feel better and figure out what's wrong with me. I couldn't do it, bro.
That's crazy.
Dog. Now I'm like about to see a hypnosis. This bitch is $800. Apparently she's worked with celebrities and she's like the best of the best. And people are telling me that I should just watch videos of it happening. So at least seeing it, learn to watch it. But nigga, I can't even listen to it.
I ain't gonna lie. I think that's how I became okay putting feet in my mouth. I think I saw so many videos of like foot porn that it just got me to where I was like, bitch, I can suck a toe.
What if you went
nothing but a toe?
What if you broke it down just like logically and scientifically, like, just
that I need to get this done?
Yeah.
Nope, doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because it's just that scenario is so ingrained.
Making me feel really dumb. I want to have kids. My nigga was like, you know how much you're going to have to get your blood?
You know how much they going to have to do that? And like through each trimester.
I'm going to have to really work.
I don't think you should be embarrassed though.
Well, I didn't know it was this bad.
Yeah, I mean, you're dramatic, but I don't think it's a bad thing.
Oh, girl, when they woke me up, it was a bad thing.
That's crazy.
Also, I didn't know you can faint forward, and that was how I fainted the first time. So basically, I'm sitting
You think
there.
you could just go one way?
I just thought you always go back. So when I woke up the first time, I was like, I remember my eyes opening, and I was like, why am I looking at my pussy? Like everything had to come back. And so then they knew it was bad. So they bring in like a head doctor, and he was cute too. No pun. I was like, oh, he was black. It was feeling like a little scene. And he was like, I heard you're giving us problems. I was like, I know, I'm so scared. I'm flirting.
Are you role playing with a fucking doctor?
No, girl, I got excited. And then he's also trying to be nice to me to keep me less scared, right? He's like, oh, what do you do for work? Like, he's just talking to just get me to calm down, right? Girl, the second he pulled out that motherfucking tape, I said, no, girl, you would have thought somebody was hurting me and like really assaulting me in that room. I had to walk out the fucking hospital that I took myself to. So anyone that can handle scary hospital visits and doesn't give a shit about them, y'all are so lucky, bro.
I'm also going to say for anybody who goes into sex with the risk of things like this happening, like clearly I talked to the guy and let him know we ain't doing that no more. But I realized because it was so good, I didn't hate him. I was like, damn, I ended up in the ER, but that dick was so good. I was like,
wait, sex sent me to the ER. Isn't that a show?
No, literally, he said that on the phone today. Like, when we literally were talking about it again.
Let me see.
And he's like, sex sent me to the... Oh, it's good.
Let me see.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, I'll be able to show you because
I hope
he's
you
a
don't
sex
fuck
worker.
nobody else because guess what?
Yeah.
It was good. Like, so good where I laughed about it now because I'm alive.
Right.
But like in the moment, I really thought I was going to die. But then I was just like...
No, our shitty stories are funny when you're...
No, once you're on the other side of it, and we literally just said, okay, we can't do that the next time we have sex. Like, no, like, or we'll just have the wipes next door because, like, the wipes right next to us. You gonna have to wipe that dick before you put it back in me. But it was so good. I was just like, I ain't even mad at you. I mean, shit happens. Now, if it was...
Wait, did you have a condom on? Did he have a condom on?
Yeah. Did he?
I don't know. You tell us, girl.
I'm now thinking.
Because I'm like, it would have been so
well,
easy.
No, and he didn't take it off. That's the thing. We kept switching condoms, but I don't think he switched between.
That's
like
a super easy fix.
Yeah,
too.
that's what he should have done. That's actually what he should have done.
Yeah, but that was lit and
But
shit.
we were on.
Yeah,
we were
busted up.
That nigga had a.
I'm thinking maybe he didn't have a condom on.
That's what it was. We weren't switching. No, because when we woke up the next morning, it was disgusting. You would think I got a train ran on me. They were all over the room.
Nice.
I know, that is nice, right?
I mean,
like, I was like, nigga, where are your friends? I did ask for friends.
I've ever showed you this picture.
It was disgusting, though. Like, they were, in the living room, the bathroom, the bedroom. I was like...
It was a crime scene.
It was like, were there more than just your dick here? It had to be more than just your dick. It had to be. They was everywhere.
I took this photo.
I don't mind seeing it. I was like, ooh.
Y'all still using condoms?
Let's pick them up.
Well, you just started fucking him, right?
We just, yeah.
Yeah, and also, I know a lot of sex workers, they'll exchange results and shit like that, so I think it's nice.
Well, that's the thing, bitch. I didn't have no recent results, and he was filming. So, like, that is the thing.
But shout out to him to be open to use
the
condoms.
sex workers that I do know, like, they don't want to use condoms, but also if I don't have what they need and they have to fucking test, like, they can't just trust my word on it. And they're real like, bitch, if you do got something, bitch, you gonna take money out of my pocket.
So much better at condoms.
They are way better at having test results up to date, like safe, being very open with everything. Even the next morning, like all the things we did, he knew like, well, maybe you should get a probiotic. He knew about boric acid. He knew about all the things. I was like,
he knew about boric acid?
Bitch, he knew about boric acid, bitch.
He said sometimes these hoes come over and the pussy a little funky and I tell him what to do.
He knew about it all. I ain't gonna hold you. Shout out to him.
Well,
I do have a home mail real quick, and it's a good one. Speaking of health, I think it's a good one.
Well, hopefully no one dies.
We gonna get new to this, and we talked about sucking dick. We talked about dick. This is new to sucking turtleneck dick. That's the title of this home mail.
Oh,
by the way, if you have home mail, please make sure you send it to
Miss
us.
Turtle Dick.
That is horribledecisions@gmail.com. Oh, not me.
I wear it like a
girl. We was literally. I told him I wanted to fuck him and a friend of us. Bitch, I'm trying to set up a threesome, and I said, so I was like, show me some of your friends. Bitch, one of them had a turtleneck dick. One was 5'9", And he was like, damn, you picky. I was like, nigga, if I'm going to have my pickings of your friends, I want to find one. The fuck? Anyways, he said,
I have my pickings.
hey, bitch, if I could choose my threesome, I want it to be who I want it to be. So, okay, y'all, let's get straight to the point. I'm a 38-year-old, newly separated from my husband, and I have never messed with anyone who is uncircumcised until now. What in the hell am I supposed to do with all that extra flesh? We've only messed around once, and right after we were done and cleaned up, I said, you're gonna have to teach me how to please you with oral because I have no experience with that type. His immediate reflex response was, yep. My jaw dropped. Damn, he said, no, bitch, you ain't know what to do. My jaw dropped, and he tried to clean it up, but we laughed and kept watching TV after a bit. But he gave confirmation that the head was trash. But that nut he did bust had him screaming from all the other shit that I did. What tips do you have? Ask them niggas y'all know for feedback too. Do any of y'all have uncircumcised penises in the room?
I don't.
Oh, sorry, we have them all snipped in here.
Are we all
I
snipped
cannot believe he told her head was trash.
He said, yep, that shit was not
I'm
good.
going to say this, and I actually really mean this wholeheartedly.
Okay, go ahead.
I think if you really knew how to suck good dick, you wouldn't have been struggling that hard. It is not all the way up. And even if he has the extra long skin, a hard dick.
Not, you know, you just, like, how you get with blood?
Oh, shut up.
Ugh.
Oh, it's not blood. It's only
An
ivory.
extra long turtleneck?
But
Ugh.
That's what sets you off?
Oh, my God. Like, I will only even deal with an uncircumcised dick if, when it gets hard, it's so big that the skin
It comes out.
The skin just ain't really there no more.
Right.
Like, I'm fine seeing the skin when it's soft.
When you see it soft, you're like...
But if it's really big and the skin goes up and over it...
Like, you wouldn't put it in your mouth gummy.
No, I wouldn't put... An extra long turtleneck ain't going in my mouth at all.
okay, here's
I don't
the
know
thing.
what to do. So go ahead. You the pro.
Why I said you may not be good at sucking dick is because, one, you probably were sucking dick scared because there was extra skin.
Valid.
You go in sucking dick scared, you probably gonna be bad at it.
If you
Then
scared,
you need
ho,
to tell
go to
someone,
church.
you have to teach me how to suck your dick. You can ask someone what they like, but that's also something that is hello.
Yeah.
You got to teach me how to suck your dick because it looks like this. Like, I don't really even like that language.
Which is why
I
I'm
dated
fine
a
with
girl
him
with a
saying,
really
yeah, it was
big
trash.
clit, and she had really large labia or long labia, and like I thought her pussy looked like a flower. I loved it, but she told me that she was super insecure about it because dudes would be like, "You got to tell me, am I supposed to suck on the side? Like, do you feel that just because the labia was long?" Same shit. Like, you really dick shaming, and I know like some people joke about it, but to tell
Yeah, that
someone
was a joke,
after,
y'all. I just wouldn't put it in my mouth.
that shit's kind of.
I think she's so dead ass though.
Oh no, if it was,
I guess, but I just feel like if you're gonna fuck with a nigga, it's just weird to say that. But anyway,
oh yeah, I wouldn't fuck with him.
yeah, talk shit about someone behind their back. For real.
No, really.
Like, you really gonna sit in front of him and be like, this shit is, no. You,
Nah,
this is
like
why we
I
in
got
group chat.
one of my hoes right now got an uncircumcised dick. He do, but when that thing is
He better.
hard, it's circumcised.
No, that's not.
So basically what Mandy's talking about is when you're hard, the skin just starts to work its way down.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what.
Bro,
and I ain't got to do no work.
Also, another reason that I love uncircumcised dicks is because they feel way more sensation. So they're super pleased when you're doing a good job at it. I would say watch videos. I'm not going to go through a laundry list of what to do, but you need to watch videos on how people are maneuvering their hand. I don't think there's anything I can really say, but you need to find a video that's closest to what his penis looks like when hard. Because most uncircumcised dicks I've seen, when they're hard, you can't tell anymore.
Yeah. That's the ones I like.
Yeah, I think that's most. But if it is that long,
Nah, it ain't
and you-
most. I done had one, and I was like, "Damn, it's rock hard," and then his head disappeared. Like the skin
That's
went
hot.
right over the head.
girl, get that motherfucking head in here.
Were you taken back when he had told her that the head was bad?
Yeah, but now I feel like she deserved it because she.
I mean, she dick shamed him in front of his face. Like, I don't know what to do with your
Yeah,
dick.
but he still got head though.
Yeah, but and then he said it wasn't
was
good.
shot, yeah.
I don't mind. I mean, okay.
Would
so
you want if it was bad? Let's say immediately after you busted, after whatever conundrum y'all went through, would you be upset if he told you the head was bad?
I'm not gonna lie. I think that we should maybe
Make improvements.
I mean, I think that we
Fair.
should tell people though, like if something is unpleasurable,
Right.
to tell your partner it wasn't good.
well, he came, so I guess that's why it's hard. But I was gonna say this.
Well, she said from all the other shit she did.
Right. But there's a thing to me about like immediately telling someone right after. Like I think you got to table that conversation for a second. Like you're still kind
wait till you eat
you got the endorphins. Like you're sitting like let me breathe for a minute before you tell me my sex
that it wasn't
is
good.
bad.
Yeah. In the moment, right after, you're right.
But
I
then
don't
also
think that's a good
you
time.
were wrong for saying that, so you probably shouldn't fuck with that nigga. But you must like him because you wrote in. So I guess that little turtleneck dick got you. Oh,
no, I really think she gon' work through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
She
need to
gonna
watch
work through-
videos of dicks that resemble his. That's it. Like I know that sounds like I'm not giving you enough, but
no, I'm glad that you gave it. I have no advice for her. I have none. If like I said, if it's an extra large turtleneck, if that thing given like I'll deal with like Old Navy Gap turtleneck. But if it's like the expensive Nordstrom turtleneck, you know, like the real thick ones that you know cost money.
That's crazy.
I don't want that big old thick turtleneck.
we are also on Patreon, you guys. Patreon.com/horrible decisions. And this hoe is insane. We don't kink shame, but I guess we turtleneck shame. So if you and your uncircumcised dick want to spend some money, we gonna take it.
By the way, we also want to let y'all know we are both venturing to the south of France. Oui. And so all of the episodes that y'all listen to will not have any updates until we get back. Oui. Can I say oui out there?
Yeah.
And voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Yeah.
C'est soir?
It's French, hoe.
Like, if I go to a nigga and just say that, he gonna say, what he gonna say? What's the response to that?
C'est soir, I don't know. Oui.
Oh, wait, is ce soir the response?
No, voulez-vous coucher? I think
Avec
c'est soir
moi, c'est
tonight.
soir.
Something like that. Will you fuck me? Something tonight.
Well, you
I
would
can't
hope he
remember.
says
Oh,
we.
I ain't gonna say
We is
soir.
yes. We is he gonna get a wee wee.
No, we is,
Yes.
We is
He's
yes.
but we ain't oui.
We is
How
yes,
you
yes.
say how you say dick in French? That's what I want to know. You got that dick? I'm gonna be out there real American with that shit.
It's-
I don't think you're gonna find a French
It's
thing.
Q?
Oh,
What?
I don't like this. Hold on.
Because you don't like accents.
I don't, but if they look a certain way, I might be okay. Maybe they like really went to English
Serge
school.
Ibaka, don't he speak French?
Girl, I'm sorry. When Serge first came in the league, I ended up being at a party where he was at, and all I could do is say, huh? And I just kept smiling in his face like,
I know that dick.
because he just looks so good.
It's Carrie,
So
a
that's what
bad
I'm saying.
bitch. She did say that one little thing about Beyonce. I don't fuck with that hoe for that, but she's still bad.
Oh no, Carrie Hilson, a bad bitch. How you say dick in French?
It's
Before we get out
either
here?
beat or Q.
I don't like none of those.
Yeah. It does not sound
Anyways,
very...
y'all, make sure you subscribe to our Patreon for
Ooh,
bonus
beat that,
content.
like beat that pussy up.
There you go.
Beat.
Say beat, oui. Dick, yes. Join us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/horrible decisions. We can't wait to tell you all of our whole ass stories from the Sauce of France. And goddamn, I gotta work on my accent. The Sauce of France.
Bitch going to Mexico.
Bitch,
She said the salsa.
Anyways, y'all, this has been yet another episode of Horrible Decisions. Y'all make sure y'all cure them UTIs. Bye.
Oh my God.
What?
Media Studios named Remy Hernandez. You would not also have heard of Baby Reindeer.
And it's insane.
Now, Mandii hadn't watched it, so had to get in and talk about Baby Reindeer before everybody forgets about it. Let me type in Baby Reindeer on my phone. Hold on.
Ooh, I just got some tea on the show too.
Oh, I can't. So this is the text messages I got about it. I just typed it in.
Yeah.
Girl, Baby Reindeer is insane from Brianda. Next text message. Please watch it. Actually, it's a little too much. Akeem Woods, April 22nd. Girl, Baby Reindeer is on Netflix and it's wild.
I did text you. I was
My
like, oh.
man, Baby Reindeer, ? Then someone else screenshots Cardi B talking about Baby Reindeer. Now, spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Actually,
spoiler
it's not
alert.
really that much of a spoiler. Everybody been talking about how there's a lot of sexual violence in it.
Episode 4.
However, I think that it was okay for me to watch because I was super prepared to see it.
Yeah. It should. I feel like it should start with a trigger warning. I feel like it's one of those.
It did.
Oh, it did? Oh, well, girl, okay.
That episode did.
Oh, you're right. That
But the
episode
whole
did.
show
The
should
whole
have.
show should. I remember Angela Yee's the one who told me to watch it. She's like, you gotta watch Baby Reindeer. I'm like, what is this? She told me, and then someone DM'd me and told me, like a fan DM'd me and told me. I'm like, let me watch it. I got to episode 4.
It's like the Reese Teesa once you get to 20.
Yes,
So,
yes.
What is
yes,
Baby
yes.
Reindeer? It's an 8-episode Netflix series.
7 episode.
Oh, okay. It's my goddamn podcast.
I know, you're right.
So it is a 7-episode show on Netflix about stalking.
Yes.
All I know is it's about a crazy big white girl that's stalking somebody
Who
else.
deserves an Oscar or
Ooh.
or Emmy, whatever they give them.
And I'm just kind of watching this shit like, damn, okay, like people were saying it doesn't get good, until the 4th episode. I disagree. I enjoyed it.
That's not true at all.
What makes the show dope is this is a true story.
Yeah.
So as we're watching episode 1, a woman walks into a bar. She's kind of lying about her life. I'm a lawyer. I know famous people. I'm this, I'm that. And it's like, you can just tell someone's lonely. And when you're watching it, it kind of becomes this thing where you're like, okay, why do you keep giving this person attention? And what I learned, and I don't know if you've ever had this experience, but it made me think to myself, there are so many times I didn't want to talk to someone and I kept going.
Yeah.
Are we leading people on when we do that shit?
I think it's like a guilt thing where people are so worried to let someone down or to turn someone down and tell them no. And it's just inherent or whatever. So then subconsciously or even consciously, they're like, I'll just keep being nice. I'll keep being nice. It's like, but that's worse because now they think there's hope. I'd rather you just be like, nah, nigga, you ain't it.
That's true.
Because I've had people lead me on and I'm like, nigga, if you ain't trying to fuck, there's 3 billion people that are gay, probably. I don't know if that statistic is true. It's not. But the point is, there's a lot of other people I could be out here trying to fuck. Don't make me waste my time.
And then here's the other thing, right? I don't necessarily know if he was leading her on, but what I will say, maybe he didn't lead her on romantically, but there was a small part of me that was like, I would have thought he was my friend too.
Yeah, he gave you gave a cookie. What's that? Give cookie to a mouse a cookie or something like that. That book that we used to read in kindergarten. If you give a mouse a cookie, do you not know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, at least someone knew.
You don't know that book?
Oh, it has a cookie and it's a white cover, but it's just holding...
and it leads to this whole thing. Okay, well, anyway, it's a book. It's a very popular. The people in the comments are going to be going crazy because it's a very popular book.
I hate when someone's listening in their headphones and like, this bitch doesn't know this.
Yes. So anyway, it was very much that. Like, if you give someone something, they're going to ask for something more and more. Exactly.
Well, so we watched this first episode. She comes in. She's starting to try to make a connection about how great she is.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of times when we meet someone who's a liar like that, I find that it's because they really don't have anyone that likes them for them.
100%.
They need to use the things about them to seem interesting. And the entire time I watched this, I thought about Risa Tisa.
Yeah.
I work at this company. It's this.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, it was 100% the same type of lying narcissist. Like, and it was so crazy because it felt like it did such a great job of making you feel bad for her. And then it slowly turned her into a villain because you're like, oh no, this bitch is wild. But she played it so well that although you hate her because she's wild, you still like feel bad for her because like, oh man.